so much. Very good afternoon to all of you. Absolute pleasure being here, and thank you so much for taking time out on a Saturday afternoon to be here with us. At Royal Enfield, we are really excited to embark on this new journey in the Philippines to get Royal Enfield, a brand that we feel is really iconic and cult status, to be a part of the motorcycling fabric here in the Philippines. You probably saw it in the corporate video and a few words from Jimmy regarding Royal Enfield. It's the oldest motorcycle brand in the world. We've been around since 1901. And it takes me a lot of pride and honor to state that this brand still resonates very closely and captivates the attention of motorcycling lovers across the world. Now, why is this brand still so popular? It's kind of difficult to explain why it is, but the whole thing gets encapsulated with a philosophy which we follow, a philosophy which we call pure motorcycling. Now, what is pure motorcycling? We feel that leisure motorcycling across the world has gone extreme. Bikes are now super fast, super heavy, super expensive, difficult to maintain, and we strongly believe that there is a space in this motorcycling fraternity across the world for motorcycles which are far more accessible, evocative, and yet fun to ride. And we've been working over the years to provide motorcycles, as you see around the showroom, which are simple. They're not intimidating, they're not too complex. Anybody can start riding a motorcycle by looking at these beautiful machines. And the reason why we've kept it simple is because we'd like people to be more hands-on with the motorcycle, to have fun with it, customize the bike. I mean, our partners here have been in the customizing industry for a long time. We'd like customers to, personalize it, detail the bike, and make it look a part of their personality. In our attempt to keep it simple, we've also got a lot of relevant technology in it. If you look at this motorcycle, you've got tires from Pirelli, shock absorbers from Pirelli, brakes from Brembo, so on and so forth. There's a lot of relevant technology, but yes, as a philosophy, we keep it simple so that we can get more and more people to ride the bike and try it out. In today's world, we all live almost in a virtual world. We're looking at some screen or the other, isn't it? Either the television screen or the laptop or our smartphones. Through this philosophy of pure motorcycling, we'd like people to get back to the real world. And it's so relevant for a country like Philippines. I got a lesson from Jimmy yesterday on the number of islands we have. 7,107 islands in Philippines during low tide. I mean, you guys are blessed. You've got beautiful terrains, one of the best beaches in the world. You've got mountains, you've got active volcanoes. Let's get onto the bike and start looking at this terrain, isn't it? Instead of searching for all these things on our phones and television screens. So let's get back to riding. Let's get a great harmony between man, machine, and terrain. And Philippines offers all of that over here, right? So this whole philosophy of pure motorcycling has really resonated across the world. And that's the reason why it's still around, isn't it? For Royal Enfield, it's been a great story for us so far. We've grown by 54% CAGR over the last 5 years. It's been a great growth for us. In the year 2014, we sold around 300,000 vehicles. In the year 2015, we crossed the 500,000 bikes. We sold more than 500,000 bikes in the year 2015. And based on that, the confidence that we have right now, we've kept our vision and our endeavor to be the leaders in the mid-sized motorcycle segment. And based on that, recently we got the approval from the board of directors to invest an additional $90 million in expansion to our third plant that you saw in the video. That third plant will help us double our capacity to close to 900,000 bikes. That's 0.9 million motorcycles by the end of 2018. And we also have invested significantly in the second technical center in UK, where we have a pretty large team, close to 50 members now, who are now working on the future platforms for Royal Enfield, future models for Royal Enfield. So the hopper of products look good, and as Jimmy mentioned, we expect in the future years a lot of more models to come our way. So that's largely on the growth so far. And why are we here in the Philippines? We feel that the future of Royal Enfield will and should come from international markets. We are currently present in 50 countries, 50, through over 480 dealers. and we're expanding that. And the philosophy we take, again, the strategy we take is what we call the city strategy. We like to launch in those cities which are really the nerve centers and the trend-making cities in a country. For example, Manila here in the Philippines, Bangkok in Thailand, Jakarta in Indonesia, Bogota and Medellin in Colombia, so on and so forth. So we like to really launch the brand in these cities, make us relevant in the cultural fabric or the motorcycling fabric of that particular city, and then expand by creating a pull for the brand. We'd like to do more and more rides, get more and more communities to join us so that we take this philosophy of pure motorcycling from the main city to the remaining parts of the country. Currently, we have exclusive stores in Europe, there are 2 in London, we have 1 in Paris, we have 1 in Madrid. In Southeast Asia, we have in Colombia 5 exclusive stores. We launched just a year ago. We have 5 exclusive stores now in Colombia. We're looking at launching in Brazil towards the end of this year. In Middle East Africa, we have a showroom in Dubai. And more recently, in Southeast Asia, just a few months ago, we launched with a showroom in Bangkok and 1 showroom in Jakarta. So we're really, really happy to have the showroom right now in Manila. Though we've been around for 4 years, but as you see, the brand guidelines, etc., we're really glad to be here. Now, why Philippines? Why is an important market for us? First of all, it's a huge two-wheeler market. It's amongst the top 10 two-wheeler markets in the world. But what makes it interesting for us is that almost 98.5% of the 800,000 bikes being sold here every year is less than 200 cc. So there's immense scope for us to really get this leisure motorcycling. And I've got a lot of friends here in the Philippines. People love leisure here. They work hard, they party hard. That's a slogan I've seen Filipinos really practice to the core. So if there's a sensibility about leisure and style here in the Philippines, why not through motorcycling? And that again goes back to our philosophy of motorcycling. So immense opportunity for us to really get more and more commuters to upgrade to something which is far more evocative, far more good looking, and get accessible to the pricing. And I'll come to the pricing very, very soon. So that's largely about the reason why we're here in the Philippines. A bit about this showroom. We've taken enthusiasm and creative inputs from what we think a living room of a motorcycle enthusiast would be. We've borrowed bits and bobs from the motorcycle itself. For example, you see the exploded parts of the Continental GT there. And if you take a look at this headlamp, it's all made up of this chandelier here. It's made out of the motorcycle headlamps itself. So we've taken a lot from the motorcycle itself to create the showroom. And it's not just a sales point for us. We'd love to have this showroom, and I'm sure our partners here, TNT, will use it as an area where we can get communities to come here, spend the evening, have fun, discuss your rides, plan for your rides, so on and so forth. So we like the showroom to be really full of activities with motorcycling enthusiasts from across Philippines coming here and spending time in Manila. Regarding the range, you saw about it in the video. Right there, we have the Bullet. It's the oldest motorcycle brand in the world. Started in 1932 and still fiercely popular. The other brand that we have in the street segment is the Classic, which still sells. It is the largest selling model that we have across the world. The Continental GT revives cafe racing in the 21st century, and you heard about the Himalayan, which we recently launched in India, and we're going to translate it across the world in the near future. So that's largely about the philosophy and the inspiration we got regarding the design of this particular showroom. We also have, for the first time, a very wide range of gear. We call that gear, again, gear. Both for professional riders, we have the best outfits for professionals who really like to go and push the motorcycle as much as possible, as well as for people who really want to have a brand for lifestyle. Good range of t-shirts, jeans, and also accessories like belts, wallets, etc. So that's largely about the showroom that we have. Last but not least, I'm extremely proud that we have a great partner here from Jimmy and his team and Hardcore Brothers. It's an absolute honor to partner with you, Jimmy. And congratulations on this huge showroom. And hopefully this will really help us take pure motorcycling and the brand to the next level over here. Thank you very much.